Welcome everyone to another experimental open source live stream. Just here the regular daily stuff, updates and so on. Firefox 83 is out, as you can see, update loading already. But of course what will go wrong this time, because usually some random stuff happens, and that certainly is not cool. Random stuff, aka failing Rust cargo, you name it, or new JIT compiler. They allegedly have some new amazing JIT compiler stuff. So any random stuff might happen. So yeah, let's see, and decompression running. While at it, I was actually looking into also coffee. Looking into some PowerPC stuff for the PS3. What could go wrong Sunday? Get next Rust running. What Sunday we will get? Why we don't have Sunday? We have only, what do we have? Tuesday also, isn't it? Does this thing show? No, this anyway. Rust, so I mean it could just compile. I mean sometimes it doesn't. Also, yes, that's done that. I was actually looking into super amazing. There's also probably, let's do that here, target GCC for the cell SPU SPEs. Creating checksum patch. So, and then let's compile this natively, because what could go wrong? Firefox. If this is done, foreground. So yeah, done. That is done. Let's switch over to there. Also, you know what? Let's make this clean up and build this with both. And then, oh, you know what? This was also partially not amazing. Clean up as should. Also, yeah, if you randomly do stuff, do we have here, not that we build with debug symbols, because that usually, but we don't. And let's also split this here nice. I think this was that, yeah, because then we have both. Oops. What was the, actually I forgot the, oh, that's it. Don't do this every day. But muscle memory, not too bad. So Firefox, build package Firefox locally. Ah, and again wrong. So, and then let's stop that and go into this bit, because I somehow, this didn't go well. Oh. Our big Indian patch might have been applied. That is unexpected. Let's maybe, I was still thinking whether I should send this upstream. Oh shit, drop frames can make this stuff up. It's hilarious. Yeah, I saw that. I just, and then is this audio still amazing? Also, yeah, you probably really have to check your build errors yourself. Check 1, 2, 3. Okay, today it's not yet. Pulse audio buggy. I can't really look into each and everyone's build error. Oh man, is this? Oh man. Yeah. Also, and yeah, garbage Twitter support of babbling some random nonsense, and it's the usual not helpful, whatever, everything amazing. And someone on the telephone promised me a DOCSIS 3.1 router, and when I called the next day, because I got some text, it's like, yeah, your support is closed, something, if you want to call or if you have questions, call. Then I called them and they said, yeah, we closed this because we sent you a router, or modem router thing. And of course that did not arrive yet, so whatever. Monitor and output, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Today it's still okay with gazillion drop frames, because oh, wait a second, what do I even build here? No idea how that happened. Anyway, spend some time with SIG in the last days. It looks more like proper C alternative. Happy to hear that. Yeah, also unzoom, and I just want to see, I could just delete this big endianness patch. So long story short, still don't trust your ISP, even if you have their 3 support tickets, they close all, and even if they promise to send you a modem, they still didn't arrive. Let's see, find name, and yeah, upstream patches, I sent you live, not only sets on the firmware stuff, nobody cared. Flash ROM, only some users cared, so Flash ROM developers here, or precious ASUS flashing. Developers didn't care. Some user mailed me, like, use me as an example. It worked for me. It's like, yeah, amazing stuff. Also on our Discord, someone else. So yeah, some users found it, but developers, yeah, YOLO, whatever, don't care about flashing there. It's hilarious. Also GCC, I even opened the Bugzilla stuff, or Power 4 versus 7 cylinder drop frames. It's hilarious. Anyway, Bugzilla stuff, nobody cares. It's like, yeah, whatever. Find name, reject. And yeah, I was thinking, should I send this upstream? Maybe someone else. This was basically just this config stuff. Let's see, what is it now? Big endianness of, hello, big, what is target endianness? Now they changed this here, I think, completely. What was it before? It was before endianness equals. So now they have target endianness config, target endianness big. What is it the same that? Yeah. So apparently they figured it's broken, and let's switch back to tempfs because some extra performance in the cases was the only thing. But yeah, so we're not the only one who probably found that buggy. Let's see. Actually, we have we have quite some more patches though. Let's see how much of the other stuff applies. And then I wanted here GCC, always the best too. But the internet pisses me off seriously. So this is, I guess, hard to tell from a first glance. Maybe our GTK2 disable stuff. For the who sends this in the Graver maybe. The Graver, that's why the Graver stays with 78 something. Yeah, but latest and greatest and stuff. So that is it applies. What are no file to patch? Interesting. Peer connections client, no file to patch. The rest succeeds with some fuss. So we could, so this probably is, oh wait a second, we should check if, oh no, we don't have another rejection, I guess it's the GTK, yeah. Firefox, this is why usually we don't have too many, shit. Client, target, that, let's hope that is the only thing. Let's see if we are so lucky. Could be that there are more changes, but this is basically also why I avoid accumulating all these patches, because the more patches, cargo checks, and what is this now? Oh, this is our stupid Spark stuff. This is so ridiculous. Of course, the checksum failed in the meantime. Can't make this stuff up. It's hilarious. It's so sad. It's because when we don't patch the checksum, then this is so sad. Maybe I should use SED. It's also, it doesn't even have line breaks. This is previous videos. This is so sad. Anyway, so we could, for a quick test, if all the man, this is annoying. Yeah, previous videos storing checksum of patch files. This is coffee. I have basically the choice between, maybe I first want to see what other patches apply. Maybe we can, there was this checksum of, yeah, here's this garbage, can't make this stuff up. This is like basically recurring yeah, it's one big line. It's hilarious. All checksums in one big line, of course, probably auto-generated. It's, yeah, I mean, one day, one day I probably have to write my own browser. So here, this is GCC, which I already tried to start to say a couple of times. We have to somehow, hey, and this starts to configure. Let's see if this has a chance to configure. We somewhere this LD, so this is this LD, and of course it doesn't work. Check whether something default linker. Yeah, continue in a second. Because so this, what is this? cbind gen. Of course, there is a new version. Cbind gen. So the good thing is, okay, so the next two things. I mean, first cbind gen. Let's do we find source update cbind gen? Do we automatically find? Yeah, shit. Package cbind gen. I also need to somehow, yeah, this is GitHub. I soon need to automate. Okay, this is the latest version. Also, yeah, 2020. You need, of course, you need to use the latest version of cbind gen. Probably only updated for Firefox for particularly that reason. Config default config tempfs off again, unfortunately. Let's the next time we cbind gen build package cbind gen, and yeah, the next time we still need to patch this bloody, this is why tempfs, because we still need to patch this bloody checksums out of this that we patch this. This is also ridiculous. This linker and this LD and this AS works, however, ironically not really for cross builds. I'm realizing here this, so this is this LD, then, okay, this is default linker. And so what happens is, when, so we have a special for the cell, PowerPC, Toshiba, Sony, PS3 and IBM Power Excel. We need a special, because it's not PowerPC, it's cell. So we have a binutils SPE and GCC SPE for cross-compiler. Normally I would not necessarily do this, because you could theoretically build T2 for targeting some other microprocessor, which I've done already for other AVR and AT Mega stuff. But if you install that on a PS3 or IBM Power Excel, then of course you want to have this at hand. And I'm realizing here that this LD that works, but because when we bootstrap this, we have first the cross-compiler. So what the GCC people historically called this is native compilation, cross-compilation, and Canadian cross-compilation, as far as I remember. What they mean is we have basically three cases. We have native compilations, of course, you have a compiler and it natively compiles, that's native. Then we have a cross-compiler that is, we build on one architecture for the other, that is cross-compilation, that is also easy, right? But this toolchain stuff like binutils and GCC, we have also the case that we cross-compile this toolchain, binutils and GCC, that will also be a cross-compiler. So this is basically double cross-compiler, double cross-toolchain of cross-compiling your compiler for another platform. I guess they probably usually call this maybe potentially Canadian cross-compiler. You can Google that. Anyway, so this is default linker stuff that works, but not for, as you see here on this cell broadband engine here live on this channel, because P3, right? And so what happens is we build here our precious cell stuff that We compile stuff with the SPU GCC, and that is using the PowerPC linker, and then this cell stuff does not work. So we somehow need to patch this in. The problem is that we built this twice, so somehow in this cross stuff this doesn't work. So I'm not entirely, we also have here cbind gen of cargo or something. Okay, it's probably fine because random Rust cargo stuff. You had me at Rust and cargo. It's anyway, previous videos. So let's see what happens now. Also with yeah, probably the problem is with this tempfs. I still probably need to add some. Yeah, I said this a couple of times, like backing up this tempfs stuff of not losing that, because flipping this option is not super scalable. So let's see what happens now. But here, so the problem with that is basically, you know what? Let's here with GCC SPE. Let's add here. Let's add here desk. Sorry. Hook add post make 5 abort. Of course, let's see which targets that build clean. So I guess it configures. So let's also cross compare or cross Canadian cross kind of SPE GCC there, because obviously. And then, oh wait a second, what did I see, an error? I'm not sure if I saw an error scrolling by there. We could actually check that of var adm logs Firefox of error. Error, the list checksum. This is exactly what we wanted to patch. It's hilarious. I mean, who in the right mind would have the checksums in the? It's hilarious. Leave it in the comments below and give it a thumbs up and share, like, and subscribe. And I have no words. It's so sad. It's can't make this stuff up. Yeah. So what we basically need to do again, svndi remove this bloody checksum, and again it's this patch only that didn't apply because obviously it's one line. Also, if they wouldn't have so stupid in one line, if they would have one checksum per line, the chances of this patch still applying would be much higher. But 2020 auto-generated checksum file garbage thing in one line, because like one line of 32,000 characters, something of that sort, because Firefox. So this was, let's see, this was cargo checksum. This was this bloody file. Firefox debug, Firefox fix file of third party, this thing. And then it was less Firefox Spark, so this was IOCTL, and yeah, I mean, if you already, I mean, this is total brain dead. This is basically Louis Rossmann sees all this MacBook garbage and I see all the source code garbage, and then it's 20 years later. It's hilarious. It's really sad. It's yeah, IOCTL Spark. Okay, we added this. This is probably that. Then HID wrapper here of what do we patch? We patch RS. I wonder if we could just delete the whole file. I mean, this. So we need to remove this CHD wrapper, this bloody checksum, because I'm certainly not patching the checksum. What bloody checksum that even is? And then HID wrapper Spark RS, so this is adding this, and then probably build RS there. So, and if you already do this nonsense, which totally not recommended, maybe it would be better to patch even where they check this, but maybe this is checked in cargo or who knows what. That's my fix file diff of. Theoretically we could call this directly Spark patch, I guess. And package. So the problem is this patch is also huge then, because yeah, the whole file in and out. Probably I could risk. Let's risk building that. I didn't even. I was not even quite remembering this. I was just like, yeah, who knows? Maybe Rust Cargo. Also Rust. So previously Rust version of last month, Rust and Cargo still works. Just yeah, the more stupid patches you drag around in your distribution, then the more random garbage you need to deal with, which is certainly totally not cool. All right, this was GCC objective. So what are we building? We are building all of this stuff, and we built here some GCC and XGCC. So I already tried passing in here. So why does this not work? I mean, we built a cross compiler. I mean, is this some bootstrap thing? This AS color. So right, so for some reason this color thing also doesn't work anymore with less. So this is our native. I also slightly wonder, why do we have this double, or maybe I package develop GCC SPE conf of root. Tools here somewhere we have a double slash in there, or maybe this root. Does this root include the slash? No, not the most important, but just always looking imperfect, but who cares about perfection anymore? This is drop frames anyway. So grab this again. Because also I tried this already with the correct with default AS, and that resulted in a compile error. So because this is probably building stuff, so basically maybe maybe we need this. Where is it even used? Config log. The problem is config status. Interestingly, the XGCC okay, here this is actually, so this is not, oh, wait a second, which kind of, oh, this is PowerPC, so this is also not really correct. Is this no, this is a directory, isn't it? This basically shouldn't really be in this Canadian kind of cross-compiler thing. So the question is, user bin GCC SP SPU GCC. Yeah, so this is basically wrong, but wait a second, this is only the configure invocation anyway. Is this what did I want with AS? Okay, there is no other SPU AS. Let's see, what is this? Saved old value of -VA option of reading specs from as specs file to the assembler of -A option. Saving old value, is this the old value? Cross. Yeah, and YouTube bandwidth warning, I wonder how broken this is. So yeah, as you see, there's always something you thought you were eventually done with most of the stuff. And then there are always details, pesky little details. This LD, this SPULD, but the problem is I tested this already with saving old value SPULD. So this probably also lets maybe SPUGCC dump specs spec. Does dump spec not work without an input file? Yeah. Oh, come on, always the same, I always forget what exactly this. What was the dump specs? Someone, LDump specs? Dump specs? Dash dump specs. Also, what do I? Oh, did I? Oh no, that's in there. Oh, thank you. SPOS. No, it's not in there though. So there's some really strange stuff going on. So SBC. So so there's no SPU. So yeah, this is somehow not correct. It's, by the way, use LD syntax only. Use LDF. And the funny thing is, I tried that and that didn't work. F syntax only. LTO static. F use LD. F use LD, that did not work. What is here's difference? Or does it need dash WL? Because that clearly, unless there is some F use, I mean, we could copy that, but I'm pretty sure. Can we? But this also is trace FE except VE. Where does it start to? Wait a second. Oh no, this is my command line stuff. User return. Yeah, and such wonderful details you need to figure out in 2020. Okay, at least Firefox is compiling. That's at least something. Yeah, I slightly wonder why. I mean, for the the funny thing is for the cross-compiled part that works, just not for. I slightly wonder, does it use LD? Always best to check the sources. I mean, here is some exec tool of that GCC. Use LD, define, link compressed debug spec. Collect to of. Somehow. So default linker is a thing though. String compare LD. So if def default linker, string compare LD, access default linker mode, then return string.default linker. Also string handling on 2020, right? Some manual x string.up stuff. Here's, by the way, find a file. I wonder if... So, but basically, how could we get this in there? Because we somehow maybe would need to patch that. Because we need this cross-compiled toolchain to link and assembly the other GCC surrounding support stuff. Was it probably that? What do we have here? Yeah, so I mean, it is there, but it's not the most used, and we want theoretically another one. How to build that? How to host that? Defined an LD user default linker if not defined, used for target? Or what? If not defined, defined to enable the use of default linker. If defined to enable. I wonder if not defined used for target, maybe we can patch that. And maybe it works if we patch this config file like configure. The only problem is maybe it still configures stuff. There's a problem with the complexity of this super complex build system stuff. Scripts clean, wipe here all the stuff that we don't need anymore. Also here compiling 3950X still, probably start wrapping stuff soon. It's even more difficult to patch than... Oh, by the way, bindir probably starts with a slash, so probably this slash here is superfluous, I guess. Just for perfection, because double slashes always trigger me. Yeah, so let's change this to pre-make and see if for the one configure pass run we have already this file. I fear we might, maybe not, depending on our luck. Let's see what we got here. Source GCC. What did I not? I thought I cleaned that. Oh, we had this twice. No, okay, fine, doesn't matter. because this might have only pre-configured some stuff and not everything, but maybe, yeah, so much to that. It's only pre-configured some stuff. Shit, that's exactly what I expected. Because this will now, as probably many of you compiling stuff have seen previously, also configure stuff during the build, which is super annoying. But do we have this file? What was it? VI of... Okay, we don't... Oh, wait a second. Do we have in auto? Also, no, we don't have that. So that is configured by that. Also, we probably could, if this is configured, created by this auto host. Config in what? File containing generated. Which of those, by the way, was this? This was host or build. And we are still obviously compiling. Firefox build auto host build contains items generated by autoconf as first file. Let's see, default. Do we have default assembler? Default assembler. GCC something. QC completely not complex. Build stuff auto. Where is this even generated? Auto host. Age of handling of arguments. Where is this created? Yeah, 2020. Stuff so complex. Where the heck? This was somehow target. Well, we could do it maybe. Well, so the problem is, this is why sometimes the stuff is super tricky. In make abort, because basically finding the right, not only where is it generated, the more complex, not only GNU Auto stuff, but Meson and CMake and stuff. This is in general, right? As a previous video trying to compile Apple Swift and was it CMake, 20 build systems, all differently shitty, or not amazing, or not perfect, depending on how you want to phrase it. And then sometimes this patch is sometimes a one-liner, right? Just finding the right place to patch that can sometimes be the time it takes to compile Firefox. Yeah. By the way, we could check whether that was this LD is probably solved. Yeah, the solved is double slash. We theoretically could check. Over the years I fixed already a couple of those. There's still some cross-user bin. Bin dir of nope. It looks like maybe what was it? Toolchain. It's not the supermost. Or was it this route, right? This route. This route. Root bin. No, here's not a double slash. That's coming from somewhere else. What else do we have here? Whatever, what's the super most important. So basically I just rebuilt everything. Just, yeah, I should probably not have deleted that. But anyway, this is quite single-threaded Rust linking and stuff. That, yeah, Rust 4 minutes of, yeah, single-threaded stuff saying. You get the idea. We could already change in here, and this is it, by the way. I probably should be the right one. This build error, of course, caused here artificially to debug that object dir of GCC and host. No, what was our auto? Host of default. So theoretically we could test else define basically. No, I have here MVI. Oops. Yeah. Define user bin SPOS and linker is that here. Not sure if this works. This is just the best guess. This stuff is just rather humongous and error prone. And user bin spuld, and so that probably should build like eval make. Probably that could work. This is maybe potentially, but worst case we could even do it like this. Hook this in the middle like a custom, like build it and then hook in there, patch this there. Worst case, if we don't find a nice way to patch this in somewhere. By the way, I hope this doesn't replace this. This could also be no, didn't. Because this could also be a thing that it reconfigures for the usual random reasons, and then also hello, what are we doing? Do we link? Could be LTO maybe. But yeah, and this gcrust stuff is still yeah, LTO probably. Yeah, LTO, of course LTO. Yeah, the larger, as also pro tip for all the professionals out there, Linux kernel, Mozilla and stuff, the larger the kernel, the larger the code, the longer it takes, and the more coffee the developers need to drink. The SPU, do we have here something of SPULD? Apparently, maybe not. Don't only see this passes in here, so this does not yet work. This is super annoying, this kind of stuff. Anyone a good idea? I mean, it's also somewhat annoying. I mean, it anyway did not try to run this long path thing here, or does it? Oh, wait a second, we could. Does it? Is this? Oh, it is interesting. Let's see. Does it? That was SPU GCC. Does it try to access it? Apparently. Oh, wait a second. SPUS. It tries that. Look, this is why we didn't see this with execve. It runs because that is also reading the sources. Okay, this is something we can work with. As this is in here, so that actually has an effect. So yeah, the more, hey, and Firefox is doing something, test passes of something of some progress. So then we might need two different things. So SPU, so SPU symbol. Let's see if this user bin. The problem is that the path obviously is, or actually maybe I wonder if it needs an absolute path, because if we don't need an absolute path, this PULD is probably in the path. Maybe we could get away with having this a relative path, although maybe it's accessing that and not running it if it doesn't find that. Let's see if it still builds. Then one workaround. Well, there could be a couple of workarounds, and if you have a nice solution, let me know. Or if GCC developers are watching this again, and hey, we built Firefox, so it wasn't. Also, we can commit cbind gen because build priority. Do we really want this in stage 0? Yeah, maybe not yet. Not sure if I needed this for the ARM cross builds. Maybe I did, but whatever. Anyway, don't want to commit that yet. What else do we have here? So that is the... Yeah, so yeah, Firefox, each version needs a... Ah, shit, Okay, whatever. Okay, this is just release. It's not probably too much, whatever. And then always live on YouTube, or if otherwise you don't pay the most attention. So some of this stuff I didn't commit. Maybe I should. It's not totally fully working anyway. It's so what is this? This vintage wire. Okay, so updated that. That probably. I hope. No, whatever. No, I committed it. I only hope I didn't. But I think I had all the other cross-compile stuff. Yeah. Looks so far clean. Let's test cross-compile builds this anyway, because we're still fiddling around with that PowerPC64 for all the P3 fans playing along at home. Let's see if this the cross builds. I wonder, do we need this? We will also see if we need that. So if we need the cbind gen latest version in the cross toolchain stuff. So yeah, this works. So some yeah, was it probably cbind gen, right? So probably let's cbind gen that back in stage 0. Still need to clean this up. Build PowerPC64 var adm. That was Firefox cross build off. Error. What do we get? No. Then restart. What is even Python 3 environment of? What is even no such? What SED? What is even clobber adding make options of? What is even failing here? Virtual env. It's doing some. Pretty sure this worked previously. Did they regress something? Or actually, not sure is my, but the PowerPC64 something build should be complete. Maybe it's trying to do some fancy virtual env stuff. Creating Python 3 environment. Always some new shit. I think I had there something. Use mach your system Python. Nah. Okay, fine. So crossbuild broke again because nah. So with this SPU stuff, we probably we could patch this in the middle of the build. It's a little bit nah. But you got to do what you got to do, I guess, because this is how many more do we? But anyway, we probably only have grep SPU. Yeah, so we only have the user bin. So we could simply substitute this of substituting all the user, like if we add the something back, because right now it's not there in the SPU of whatever. Just as an example, doesn't matter too much, and then let's grab that for a second for better testing. SED substitute not quote, and then everything user bin to just user bin probably could also we did I not we can like quote not quote to, or we let me think, probably we don't need to make it that complicated and just make it like that. That substitute, so from quote and then everything user bin. That apparently has a chance. It's not super pretty, it's a little bit tacky, but nah. We could also, if we, the problem is that this configure stuff is running so asynchronously. Otherwise, we could configure this different sub-projects differently, but otherwise, like that. I wonder, maybe we are so lucky we can test this GCC SPU SPE. Also not, I think I only named it like this because some other distribution packages named it, but I find it a little bit silly because the stuff is called SPU to be compatible with other examples and distributions. That a decade ago had this, but obviously all distributions except T2 probably in the meantime deleted support for that. Because this stuff is called SPU, as you've seen in the package SPE, that is a little bit annoying. So let's hook add in make 5, like basically build it, and then the only problem does it work like this with this quotes? Maybe it does. Maybe we give it a try. So SED, not sure if this is, yeah. I mean, probably it has a chance to work because this is in single tick quotes, but details remove tool chain Canadian cross tool chain prefix for the host install whatever. Let's see if this works. Also, yeah, this did not work. Unexpected amplifier matching so much to that did not go well. Alright, I probably only did forget that. Let's see, Firefox disable. Firefox source disable. Python virtual env. Let's see, does virtual env. Getting started, virtual env, virtual env open Python of. What could possibly go wrong? What time do we have, by the way? What, it's already 20, time is running. Building Firefox on Linux. Enable artifact builds. What is artifact builds? Artifact. Automatically download and use compiled C++ components. What the heck? Virtual Python. As per usual, of course, I think if you're looking for MC, what is it? Bug Mozilla, all sources needing for the virtual env. Nine years ago, it's probably outdated and recommended and fix. Let's probably try to take a look here. Here's something Mach Bootstrap, maybe that works. Where to, as per usual, you find something, but where to put it? Is it a configure option or a Mach option? Python Mach commands of Mach Python no virtual env unpack omnijar of. Maybe it is a Mach option. Maybe, who knows? Mach. Does it come first or second? Let's see what happens. Maybe it does something, maybe it does not something. Okay, this didn't work. Functions, evil line of matching that. Also, we want to Firefox. Where did I build this previously? Let's see, ls build pro PC 64. That was 100 matching single tick stuff of so much to has a chance to work but doesn't. What do we have here? SED, single tick. Oh, wait a second. Did I? You know what? I think I messed here something up. Did someone spot that? Apparently not. Unrecognized. If you like unrecognized option to Mach. Build command does not accept no virtual env. Did I set it? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Was it not Mach? Let's see if maybe it needs to be first for whatever ops reasons, better try your options. But yeah, this is also frustration of each time, each update breaks something, has new stuff. It's like, yeah. But in case you didn't guess it yet, soon we will also do some cell SPE offloading here because it is so 2020. Maybe I should always build with verbose because now I don't see how far the build is. PowerPC 64. Maybe I should also, okay, this failed off. Can't read, no virtual env. Okay, so this was also not there. Was it not Mach? Did it not look like a Mach option? Command Python store true, no virtual env. Mach Python, why is Gecko pass Mach Python, no virtual env? Here was you can't create. There's something. Linux pass to which config? No. Test base. Did you run create? So virtual. You had me at virtual env. Yeah, in case you were wondering, is it a good idea to make everything more complex, error-prone code bases that no sane person can maintain anymore? And why even Mozilla is giving up on this? That is really annoying. Yeah, but you spent, oh, so this doesn't, what is the error unexpected? Somehow we did do this wrong. Why and how? Maybe this should have better quotes after all. Or did I mean, I probably should not pass from this single tick to the other. Wait a second, did it somehow, it substituted here more away than it was supposed to anyway. I thought we had there, thought we tested that. Substitute. Maybe okay, maybe somehow did this. Let's try substitute from, maybe this was just that. Let's see what happens. So that wasn't that, unfortunately. Let's maybe grab one more time. Or did I wipe this? Okay, then let's see what exact error that was. But yeah, you spent a week or so on cross-compiling this Firefox stuff and then each build, in case wondering why this is rather depressive. Repetitive and depressive. This is why. So yeah, failed. So let's maybe get a clue here where this is called. Font mods config of virtual base dear creating Python 3 environment in this configure. Oh, this is if someone is good finding stuff, not manager Python bn fatal error of if not Python if mods build virtual env in OS environment, then Python if mods build in OS environment. This is executable. If you're not in the virtual env, we need to update the path to include some necessary modules for fine programs. Yeah, leave me in the comments below if you are impressed. For me, this is rather silly. I don't want any of this virtual env name. We could diff the whole source tree and see, but natively, why did it natively build? Creator virtual env. Re-executing in the virtual env. Okay, it does it as well. Hey, we built this amazing stuff. Well, at least the other thing. I don't know, we can try that. See what happens. So then let's SCP our SP stuff and mine here this one. What? Or did I? Oh, wait a second. This was the SPE recipe. And let's see if that fixed something. We could also, maybe we should actually check if we rebuild that. So when we were running this, did it rebuild here somewhere? Maybe yes, no. Oh, no, we will see. Okay, need to remove that again. Okay, that works. We still need probably a new lib as a C library for the SPE. So probably need to package that, but strace that and that for sure, otherwise it wouldn't have, yeah, spuld. This works now, yay, amazing stuff. One thing fixed, and what is it, new MOS file of no file not found. I guess the option has an effect, but no. So I guess it really wants this virtual env thing now. Which is, yeah, but the problem is I can't also stay forever. It's like, yeah, the arrow changed, so this stuff has something, does something, but now it wants some module, so probably have to make this bloody virtual env stuff. It's like, nah. What a shit. One update more, one regression more, one other thing fixed and implemented, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, probably I guess we can commit the amazingly working GCC SPE stuff. This is among, so yes, this is just like making one line. This is just not having a double slash in all this stuff. And wait a second, yeah, this was double. This is just like polishing double slashes, and basically the big thing is that fixed GCC SPE2 and called correct SPU LDAS paths clean up config options and double slashes not appropriate. Yeah, so then probably only new lib missing there, which should be a relatively easy thing. Hopefully, this Firefox super annoying. We can actually try if it freaking works. Let's see if that is 83. Relatively amazing stuff would also be more amazing. Does it feel more snappy? I mean, this stuff has no JavaScript anyway, but maybe live streaming, but yeah, I mean, it still works, doesn't break immediately. What can you expect more? Let's see how many people voted for PowerPC. Yeah, Firefox PowerPC. Somewhat yes, please, except now we broke it more because. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, where does it even try to install this here of things? This is root local. Nah. I mean, we could. We could just be evil and add this in there. It's totally not lies. What was the top level? I've done this in a while. Top level dir of this, I think it's probably FL root. No, something like that. Is it build tools or? I mean, the question is, can we? Basically, everything is annoying in that What was it? Top level. It's been a while that I had to fiddle with this F-list root. Probably F-list root, huh? F-list root. Here root. Probably should it be F-list root of. Oh no, this is probably not, but let's see. F-list del. Top level directory is allow root since Qt something outside F-list root. Yeah, we already allow root for some Qt WX widget stuff, but this root that, this root reference time. What's this? Here's some F-list wrapper base. This is probably that. And we probably only have one base. Maybe it would be easier to... It's really not designed for clobbering stuff all over. Can we patch this maybe to be something else? Probably has home local. Let's see. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that is a very... Yeah, what is the usage? No, this is actually not what we... Oops. XDG data, content child, docs, user share, develop. What was the rest of the parse? What's outside here is share virtual env. Yeah, what a fun. Is it this here? Means by default app tiers off. User log. Oh, you know what? We could probably just set home. Set home to what is that? Probably should work. Maybe. wish us luck. This is also theoretically, if we get this to build again, hopefully, I mean, would certainly, but yeah, this 20 minutes or so, obviously, 1 hour, 20 minutes, obviously. This 20 minutes don't matter too much in the grand scheme of things that we already spent a week cross-compiling, getting this stuff to cross-compile at all. Yeah, but probably we can shut down. Sorry. Shut down the PS3 for today. Probably, I guess. Ah. Let's see. Are we already compiling longer? Huh, we're compiling longer. Freaking hell. It's not pretty and in general, but yeah, complex build systems. You've got to do what you've got to do. It's and also I really want to do more amazing things, not only sell SP stuff. So much amazing things to do, and then 20 years later you patch Firefox for the gazillionth time. Theoretically, so we need to do all the builds. Probably, do we have anything else to... theoretically, so I wonder how we stack the build stuff. I mean, obviously most people will use x86 64. x86 for my Sony Vario, if not transmitter. Also would be somewhat live in your world code 4 hours. What? Live in your world code for hours? What exactly do you mean? Welcome everyone. Did I rebuild this completely? I guess I rebuilt. Oh, what did we do? I think. All right, I yesterday rebuilt this completely. Yeah, basically, what we had here to build. So basically, if we, what does this? Do I have, by the way? Probably my Vim is still broken from there. Obviously, it is. If we mark them here, so certainly RISC-V, not that the topmost. If we, we could, by the way, make it like that. This is not clever. It is super clever, isn't it? Yeah, I mean Spark 32, but it's like, yeah, whatever. That is also somewhat deprecated. Anyway, if we mark those, that probably could be considered like more, I mean, yeah, 32-bit, not for the most, but it should be an easy thing, and we have so much vintage gear. Although it's somehow not the super most readable, to be honest. Is this big? Is this better, or just because it's so visually so much noise? I think we're still building. Yeah, still building. I mean, basically, most of the stuff is just vintage retro fan. It's based on the Sony. What? Oh, didn't know that. Too much serious code on the PS3, not so much gaming. So, considering that basically everything here is like nice to have retro vintage fanism. And so this is like not really done, and this is like really vintage. Like even the Spark 64 is some more usable stuff, already 20 years old. And yeah, PowerPC, a little bit many variants here. That is of course somewhat, wait, did you know what? I don't even have here PowerPC 64 in here. But basically, so the problem is, yeah, do we do this because the problem is now 64, the memory optimized thing for the PS3 doesn't run Firefox so much to that. The question is, what do we do with this stuff? And if we build, we could build all variants. Also, this is nearly the same as PowerPC. Also, well, nearly the same except cell optimized and 64-bit kernel. But you see the build variants are getting somewhat out of hand. I mean, if we like primary stuff is nowadays this, maybe actually risk 64-bit because that is the future, and so that would leave us. I mean, MIPS is certainly pretty dead-ish. Might trigger people, but yeah, pretty dead. And so vintage fan stuff, vintage sort of like 32 bits, like whatever something. So primary, yeah, obsolete. Not even vendor. We could build it, but vintage fan stuff, vintage, more vintage. So, I mean, but yeah, the problem is we could say, okay, PowerPC is 32, but even that is vintage, although still embedded. Problem is right now Firefox doesn't run. So everything built, but bloody Firefox 32-bit crashes. And this we don't have hardware. What even? I mean, at least this we have hardware, and just checking what we should build and release more often. Also, Spark 64. Actually, Firefox doesn't build here either. I mean, does this make sense? I mean, the more we add, the more build time we add. 32-bit ARM. I mean, the problem is 32-bit ARM. I have here a couple of boards, but all are slow and somewhat garbage. I mean, if we add pluses to everything, okay, maybe we add this nice to have, because Firefox right now anyway. So if we say that, okay, this is certainly should build nice to have. This we have hardware, but we have hardware, but even slower. We don't even have hardware, but it somewhat builds. So probably this is somewhat reasonable. Yeah, at least Spark 64 is somewhat. Yeah, the irony is my fastest until recently. Also now we have a dual processor. Yeah, now with a dual processor Sunblade. Maybe that is somewhat reasonable. That leaves us with grabbing for that with this ARM64 PowerPC. Did I just remove? Maybe we can add this back. Eventually, we should probably. The problem with the PowerPC, so like nowadays, the PowerPC 64 Little Onion PPC 64 LE is more popular, and I fixed the stuff to just build and stuff. But the problem is I don't have hardware, and it's more build variants, and it's new stuff that few people have read. Many people have old-fashioned PowerPC 64 stuff, Apple stuff, P3 stuff. And so yeah, PowerPC 64, maybe if IBM, hey IBM, you don't want to provide us with some fancy hardware, maybe until... I think this is pretty reasonable. I mean, ARM64, we have here this precious Pine phone that certainly makes some sense, and is even that is at the border of being sufficiently fast. PowerPC, we have here gigahertz hardware that you don't fall entirely asleep, although we should fix Firefox, risk for the future. Spark. I think this is a somewhat reasonable set, right? What else do we have in this set, by the way? Do we have Super H? Yeah, we have this in brackets. I think this makes somewhat sense. Of course, the other stuff. So this probably means maybe, also for me, maybe this stuff I try to auto-build, because soon I want to get into auto-building this on some nice Xen server. Providing weekly ISOs, and the rest trying to provide monthly ISOs, and yeah, trying to keep stuff fixed, but can't fix stuff each day because then I never write a microkernel and graphic subsystem. Anyway, here we made, yeah, at least we got this under control. Means theoretically we probably don't have new lib, probably not. So probably we could add new lib. Where do we even probably PowerPC I mean, the thing is, then we would have multiple packages. Like, doesn't make the most sense, but from the code duplication. But I mean, basically, we don't really need this for anything much. But we could still have two packages like newlib generic for generic microprocessor controller builds and gcc SPE. So probably newlib SPE and let's try our fancy new browser, newlib of source record. We can delete that. Oh, thank you very much. Copy and paste of this sort, not always. Nah. Probably that. Oops, that did even work. Base extra no. Cross. Oh wait, libsp is in parallel. No, whatever. I guess that, and let's try this out for now. Oh, we need like target SPE. SPE is something SPU or, and of course some download. Also, does it still? Noctua fan, previous video, less loud, but probably, yeah, Rust. Probably 6 minutes Rust run, because that is how Mozilla people waste cycles. So let's copy that. That 70 characters there, circular 70, 7, oops. On the free license something. Also, yeah, newlib was not enough. There's now some pico lib of Keith Packard of something, but obviously there is some download. Let's see, can we get that off? Get something sourceware HTTP newlib 3. I wonder, maybe we don't take the latest one because they might have removed. Let's better take something like that, because I have the feeling 2.15 or whatever that was. You know, they often, or 2.50, they often remove support, and chances are they removed SPU support, but we will find out. If you could choose any architecture, so Jamaican asks, if you could choose any architecture, which would you use as your primary vintage obsolete status? Well, I don't have it yet. For the future, probably say RISC-V, although this is not yet an option. As garbage as x86 is complex, full of stuff. So for like to use daily, like this Horizon, which probably also why I built this overkill, built that previous video. Yeah, probably right now, unfortunately, AMD Zen 3 here. Otherwise, for the future, RISC-V, everything else, Spark. Maps, what do we have? Spark maps for PowerPC, yeah. I mean, there are not, they all lost the desktop and server wars with x86. And yeah, that's x86 now, RISC-V for the future. Probably if you want high performance. Of course, if you do embedded stuff, then it's different than like if you do your own FPGA embedded stuff, whatever today, then RISC-V already maybe, or other. But yeah, I mean, if realistically, if you want to get work done and not like wait forever, then certainly neither PowerPC, MIPS certainly mostly Abandonware. Unfortunately, I switched off the P3, but yeah, so that's probably that. It's not the prettiest. Also, I wouldn't develop an x86 processor myself, only RISC-V or theoretically ARM, but makes no sense to develop proprietary ARM stuff. Also, are we still building? We're still building. Let's reconfig this for getting lib in there. It's set. It wouldn't be my first, but this is only performance. Right? It's only practical daily performance stuff. Let's develop config PowerPC. But yeah, being realistic, also we don't have. Extra, do we have like extra library or just, I mean, okay, base library, Texas doesn't, it's a base library, lib of SPE. Otherwise, yeah, I know there is some new love for PowerPC, but this is just way too expensive and even more power hungry. After some time with this, PowerPC has a lot of historic relicts in there in complexity that, like modern stuff like RISC-V, also then compressed instruction can vastly help with memory pressure. Then RISC-V, but yeah, but a little beginner's bug still there. Is this still, you mean Pyrectic 22? It looks like they resolved one patch, but the color stuff is probably still in there. All the skier stuff still applies. The previous patches didn't fix this. We have new lib of, do we even build this with SPU target system? That probably looks correct. Do we also have, maybe we used the wrong compiler? Or what is here, install? It built something it didn't install. What does it, error? I mean, surprisingly it built, I would think, does it use the like GCC or SPU GCC? Okay, it's due to sheer luck using that. Yes, it's mostly the engine is drawing stuff is in Skier. Arrow of libgloss of what's happening here. GCRT of user, what is here? No such file of, what is it doing? Cannot create regular file, no such file or directory. Oh, you know what? I think this is probably it doesn't have SPU. Maybe we just create this. We might have to fine-tune this. Look at in make 5. of, we need here like root wait a second, does prefix, maybe not, prefix spu, let's see if that potentially fixes it. Yeah, we still can't make the stuff up. If you were wondering how slow is Rust stuff, then yeah, 5 minutes there, 6 minutes there, after a while it quickly adds up, as you can see. And it's a big ending bug, right? Because, but yeah, you probably mean little versus back. Yes, so it's amazing that people tune in, also super. So, with only 2 Mbit, the usual recurring Vodafone Germany cable garbage, 2 Mbit, and yet 11,522 or 6 point, yeah, 6.6. How garbage is this Vodafone garbage cable stuff here? It's like, yeah, 2 Mbit and you still have 11,000 or 6.6% drop frames. It's hilarious. I could theoretically test this, but in my infinite wisdom, I switched off the. Yeah, I test this another day. I need more. Oh man, is it late? Yeah, we go home. But let's just check if that has new lib SPE of SPU. Yes, that installs something. I'm not sure if this is in line, but we leave this for now. Do we probably didn't get a cache file? Oh no, we didn't. VI, of course, delete that. And is this here wrong, or is that, what is that now? 3A9. Why do I not have that now? Oh, whatever. Hey, Firefox cross-compiled, amazing stuff. So yeah, it's still, each stone they find. What is it even in English? Did I commit this? Commit. Let's translate this. For Asterix and Obelix, what is this? This can't be true, is it? Let's double check that. But yeah, each Asterix and Obelix, like, oh God, each Hinkelstein, is it even culture? Standing stone Hinkelstein. This is directly impressive. Oh, wait a second. This is apparently the. Anyway, yeah, as many Hinkelsteins they put into our way, we still find. It dropped into the magic juice there, apparently 20 years ago. We fix everything. They try very hard to break it each release. They find new ways of virtual env and clobbering files left and right. But yet, our patience has very few limits. We basically usually quirk every Firefox release to cross-compile again. And with that, it's probably time to say have a good day, have a good night. Bonjour, bonsoir. Coffee is also. Stay healthy in this analog various times. Wear a mask. Code every day. Amazing releases to come with. So now I have some Firefoxes to rebuild each time. We had some ISOs built and then we updated Firefox. Anyway, J-American Google translate was set to African. The second translation website was English to what was it? Not English. What? I didn't use African. Was it user? What was it? Was it not? What? Take African. Thank you for that. Okay, then menu. Anyway, there we have it. Thanks for that. You catch everything. That is amazing. That's what I meant. Also in terms of to further. Oh man. My brain just short circuit. Asterix. Probably like that. That is what I meant. So that's what we're talking about. Can't show this too long because otherwise, obviously, copyright strikes off. That is what we are looking for in terms of amazing Firefox cross-compile. Stones in the way of, you get the idea. And with that,